Remember that night. The one where you stared at the ceiling at 3 a.m., fists clenched, heart heavy, and you whispered to yourself, "This time, it's going to change." That was your promise. Not to the world, not to your parents, to yourself. But somewhere between that night and now, you forgot. You got comfortable, you got distracted. And that fire that once burned like hell inside you, it turned into smoke. Listen, you didn't make that promise because life was easy. You made it because you were tired of your own excuses. You made it because something inside you screamed, "Enough!" That wasn't a phase. That was a moment of truth. But now, you're sitting here telling yourself stories again. It's too hard. It's taking too long. Maybe I'm just not built for this. And every time you say that, you're killing the version of you that believed. You told yourself you'd change if the timing was right. You said you'd stay consistent if life didn't hit so hard. But that's not how this works. The promise wasn't conditional. It didn't come with an unless. You said you'd do it, period. You think your situation is special? That the rules of growth don't apply to you? That your pain is an exception? It's not. Every great person you look up to, they went through the same silence, the same nights, the same voice whispering, "Quit!" They just didn't listen. Let me tell you something brutal. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you tell the universe, "I can't be trusted." You teach your mind that your words mean nothing. You start believing your own weakness. And that's how identity dies, not in one big failure, but in 1,000 small betrayals. Every "I'll start tomorrow." Every "just this once." Every "I'm too tired." You're not just skipping a workout. You're building a reputation with yourself, a reputation of quitting. And when you no longer trust yourself, you stop trying. Because deep down, you already know you won't keep the promise anyway. The truth about growth. But here's the thing. You're not weak. You're just unfinished. You've mistaken discomfort for failure, pain for punishment, struggle for a sign that it's not working. But pain is proof that you're changing. It's proof that the old version of you is dying, the lazy, comfortable, soft version that always had an excuse. And death is never painless. You can't become unbreakable without first being broken. You can't rise until you've fallen. You can't build new strength while protecting your old scars. So, if it hurts right now, if it feels heavy, if you're questioning everything, good. That means you're in the fire. That means you're exactly where transformation happens. Most people never make it through this phase. You know why? Because comfort calls louder than purpose. Because the mind says, "You've done enough." But you haven't, not even close. Comfort is the silent killer. It doesn't destroy you overnight. It does it slowly, quietly, while you scroll, while you wait, while you settle. You wanted to change because you were tired of being average. So why are you running back to the same comfort that built your mediocrity in the first place? Discipline isn't about forcing yourself to move. It's about becoming the person who moves, no matter what. Anyone can act disciplined for a week, but real discipline, it's when no one's watching. It's when the results are invisible. It's when the only reward is keeping your word. That's power. When your word to yourself becomes sacred. When breaking it feels like breaking your own bones. That's when you built something real. Transformation isn't a glow-up. It's war. A war between who you are and who you're becoming. You'll cry. You'll question everything. You'll feel like you're losing your mind. Because you are. You're losing the old one. You're shedding the version of you that settled, avoided, complained, delayed. You're not going crazy. You're becoming. The world is watching. You think no one sees your grind? You're wrong. Your kids are watching. Your friends are watching. Your own soul is watching, keeping score of every promise kept or broken. Every time you keep going, you build evidence that you're not who you used to be. Every rep, every 5 a.m. wake-up, every silent keep going is proof that your word means something. That's how trust rebuilds. That's how confidence is earned, not by motivation, but by repetition of integrity. But time doesn't wait. Every day you delay, you trade a piece of your potential for comfort. And one day, you'll wake up and realize you traded it all. No more someday. No more when it's perfect. No more waiting for signs. This is your sign. This moment, right here. Because the stars won't align. You will. The world doesn't care how long it takes you. It only remembers who finishes. So here's the question. Are you going to keep breaking your own word? Or are you going to finally become the person who honors it? Because you made a promise. And promises don't expire. They echo. Every time you hear that voice saying, "You're not done yet," that's the echo. That's the universe reminding you. The contract still stands. The fire inside you didn't die. You just stopped feeding it. It's still there, buried under distraction, under comfort, under fear. But it's waiting. Waiting for you to remember who the hell you are. Waiting for you to fight again. Waiting for you to rise. Feed that fire. Fan it until it burns everything fake inside you. The excuses, the doubts, the fear. Let them burn. You made a promise. Now keep it. Not because it's easy. Not because you feel like it. But because your word matters. Because your life matters. Because you're not done yet. Stand up. Look in the mirror. And remind yourself, this is not the end. This is the moment you rise again. You made a promise. Now keep it.